Hi guys, well, it's been a little bit of a while since you've last heard from me. A lot's been going on, and there's a lot coming up that's going to be going on. But a little bit of a stop to give you a little bit of an insight into a few thoughts that I have. And today's subject is motivation. And this is something that I spend a lot of time talking to people about, trying to make them understand that the kind of the word that they use, the attachment of getting results, is unnecessary, because every time I do a consultation with somebody, that one of the main things that they come up with is the fact that they need to be working with a coach to keep motivated. Or they need motivation to keep them going. Well, let's look at a little business scenario of people that go to work every single day. They earn the same amount of money every single day, even if they own their own business they own their own business. Every single day, they're seeing the same level of income coming in, they're seeing the same level of people, and nothing's ever changing. These people need motivating. They need to try and find something that keeps them motivated to go to work every single day. Same thing, when people are doing anything in life where they're not kind of moving forward, they're not actually seeing anything from the hard work that they're putting in. Motivation is going to drop off. It's the same thing when it comes to fat loss. It's the same thing when it comes to building muscle tissue. If you don't see any results, then your initial enthusiasm and initial energy that you put towards achieving a goal is inevitably going to drop off. You don't need to be working with somebody to motivate you to go to the gym every single day. What you need to be looking at is finding a way to actually achieve the thing that you're setting out to achieve. So let's look at a businessman. He goes to work with the intention, just like everybody does in the gym, the intention of achieving a result. Now, in a business sense, the achievement of the result could potentially be financial or growth of assets. Now, if that person puts every bit of effort, follows a set system, follows a way of working, and 3 or 4 months down the line, their income, their profit has improved. Their business turnover is improved dramatically, or the growth of the assets of the business has grown exponentially. Now, this person looks at what they did for the last 3 or 4 months and said, wow, what I've put in place has really, really worked, and I'm reaping the benefits. That person doesn't need any external motivation. Myself, from a business perspective, I drive my own motivation by everything that I try and put in place, ensuring that it happens. And it motivates me. It motivates me that my physique changes on a week-to-week, a month-to-month basis, because the system and formula that I'm using is ensuring that I'm seeing results. So now let's flip that on its head and compare that to physiques, compare that to building muscle, to compare that to losing body fat. You're at home and you say to yourself, do you know what? I really want to lose body fat. I really want to get in a really good shape. And at that point, you're pretty motivated. You have this excitement. And 3 or 4 weeks into your training, you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you're weighing yourself on the scales, you're wearing clothes, and you don't look any different. You don't feel any different. You certainly haven't lost any body fat. You might have lost a few pounds on the scales. If you are also working with a personal trainer, and 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks down the line, you're then also getting your friends saying, you don't look any different, you're investing in a personal trainer, is this actually worth it? Now you then turn that onto yourself and go, well, I'm not actually doing very well. So what happens then is that motivation that you had at the beginning starts to drop off. And you're trying then to look for that motivation. So you might have another personal training session. You might think that you need to go to the gym more. But in all fairness, the reason why you're not motivated is simple. It's this word that I use over and over again, and it's results. Now, a lot of people talk to me about the intensity of the programs that we run, to the fact that we train people 3, 4, 5 times a week. We expect a minimum of 4 or 5 training sessions, whether it's with us or without us. We expect people to follow a very, very structured and detailed nutritional plan. We expect them to put their social life on hold for 4 or 5 or 6 weeks. And why do we do this? The main reason we do this is purely because in 6 weeks' time, if somebody actually can see a real considerable difference to their physique, a guy at 16% body fat in 6 weeks can see his abs. Now, what about that? If a guy has never seen his abdominal muscles and in 6 weeks' time sees them, that motivational word doesn't even need to pop up. Whenever I'm working with somebody and they're seeing results every single week, no one ever comes to me and says, I'm struggling for motivation. No one ever comes to see me if they're gaining lean muscle tissue and their clothes are fitting them better, they're stronger in the gym, they're putting on more muscle mass. They never turn around and say, I'm struggling for motivation to go for the gym. The businessman that's earning money week after week after week, and the business is growing week after week after week, they don't struggle for motivation. They roll out of bed before their alarm clock and they hit the business day and they become more and more successful because they're driven by success. The problem is, are you driven by success? Are you driven by results? Now, this is where a lot of people try and go to the gym on their own, and they say that they've been trying to go to the gym for 6 or 12 months and they're not seeing the results that they want. They're not motivated anymore. You're not motivated just because you're not seeing results. So, this is what I want to say to you. If you feel that you've got enough time, 6, 8, 12 months to waste doing this on your own, then crack on. But if you lose motivation, what's the chances of you coming back round and doing that another time next year? You've already attached the psychological emotion of being demotivated. So you're only demotivated because you've got no results from the first time you've done it. So I'm not talking about just working with us, but bite the bullet. See somebody, see a coach that can actually show you that in 4, 6, 8 weeks, you can see big differences to your physique. And that word motivation disappears. Speak to any bodybuilder, physique competitor, professional athlete that succeeds and gets fantastic results. These people are driven. But they're driven because they're getting results on a week-to-week basis. So do me a favor. Let go of the motivation word and attach being driven for success and results. And that motivation word won't pop up anymore. And every single person that I work with, I'd say on a day-to-day basis in the gym here, we hardly ever see the word hear the word motivation. And in a consultation, if somebody uses the word motivation to me, I use exactly what I've just told you guys now to change their mindset so that in 4 or 6 weeks' time they see results. And that's the thing that keeps them motivated. So be driven for success and results and lose this word motivation. Good luck, guys.